Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today is Black Friday to most of the world. And in my business of digital commerce and digital business, or even a brick and mortar business like I had once upon a time with my salon, many of my coaching clients, people have Black Friday deals. And I normally would have one too. I normally would have one in particular for my merch. I would have a big launch last year and we were very successful with that, had new color waves. And we're not done with the merch with our better hoodies and shirts. But this year, I sat down with my wife and I was like, I don't think I want to do the promo this year. And she was very surprised. I said, no. She said, well, what are we going to do? And I said, I just want to rest. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, we've got a lot going on. We've got family like we had yesterday. Another event coming up tomorrow. I'm excited about that. Sunday, I want to do something. And even next week is going to be busy closing out the month, the end of Blowvember and the end of Vlogvember for me, which has been very educational, very, very hard as far as like having life to continue to happen while I'm still vlogging and creating content. I have an interview that I want to bring here and excited to share with you guys on Monday. And I'm like, a launch is not just a launch. It is packing up the merch. It's shipping it off. It's marketing. It's DMs, which is exciting. And this will be the first year in a long time that I didn't do anything on a day like today. I'm just eating Thanksgiving food. And I am watching Netflix. The name of this video is just Creatives Need Rest. Small business folk need rest. Artists need rest. So this is going to be not Black Friday for me, like Rest Friday. There's a lot of income that we can certainly make on the weekend after Thanksgiving, and I totally understand business. Cyber Monday is exciting, and maybe I'll do something next year on Cyber Monday, but it feels so great. I can't remember a Friday when there is nothing on the agenda. Literally, I am in my office for just a little bit. But I woke up on Netflix. My wife has already told me she has no intention on moving today. We are in pajamas and feeling stuffed from yesterday and feeling good. Had a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed the family vlog. It's still not people that are asking to be on my YouTube, so I'm thankful for them to have joined on for yesterday. But my encouragement today to do what we do as creatives and artists, if it's service industry people, like folk that are in the beauty industry or in restaurant touring and small business, if you have a digital business, if you have a merch business that you ship out. I know from just being a hairdresser, we've got to work our minds. We got to think on a dime with color and cutting and maneuvering hair in certain ways, and to make sure you know where the guide is and what is the level that you put in the color and where is the temperature on the curling iron and how long have they, been in need of a treatment or this and that. Then we got to use our creativity, not only to just do it structurally, but to creatively give people something fresh every time they come, because many people want to, have a new look. We have some of those clients that want a new look every month, right? Then on top of that, most people don't know this, but emotionally, we are many people's free therapist. Many people get their feelings out in the salon chair, in the salon bowl. And I know if you're a hairdresser, you know what I mean. And so we have to be the therapist and the creative person, and we have to be like structurally sound with hair. Then physically, there's not a lot of professions, believe it or not, that work on their feet. And many of them, like nursing and teaching and the beauty industry, we have, issues down the line. Knees for nursing, bladder issues for teachers, believe it or not, because they have to hold themselves with their children. We have circulation issues as hairdressers, weight issues because we're not moving around. So then you got to have a personality, because people want you to entertain them while you're artistically doing their hair, while you're maneuvering the sew-in or the color. It's a lot. Nobody told me to rest. As a matter of fact, the opposite is marketed. Go, go, go all the time. Don't stop. try harder, stack on top of it, late night, early morning.
If you hustling, you gotta hustle harder. If you hustling, you gotta hustle harder. If you grinding, you better grind harder.
Keep going, grind, hustle, you know. And it's only recently that those words sound like daggers now, you know, hustle and grind and go. Do I work hard? Hell yeah. But now I'm doing it a lot more conscious to give myself space to sit down. And rest could look differently. Sometimes rest is just the bed. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not there yet. It's one of the last elements of my game. I've got conscious of what I eat. I've got conscious of, you know, fitness and movement. I'm definitely conscious of what I consume online and offline. I've been very conscious at least and aware of all those things. But one thing I have not gotten control of is rest. I have not really brought in meditation like I should. My wife is a yoga instructor and I should be going to her classes more. I should be getting one-on-ones here more. To balance the hyperactivity, what's being asked of us and what we're putting on ourselves, there has to be a rest too, right? Even when it comes to fitness, I had to learn that you couldn't work out every single day to failure. You got to allow the muscles to repair and you got to sit down. So my encouragement, man, is just kind of give yourself room, find what rest is. Rest for me is like films, documentaries. Rest for me is just a good walk. Rest for me is maybe taking my time to cook a good meal. Rest for me is getting on a conversation with somebody that I know I'll have great conversation with, be it family or friend. Rest for me is just laughing for hours and talking on a good conversation with my wife in the house. Rest could be a lot of different things for you. And it could also be getting on the road and traveling, or, you know, it could be a lot of different things. It could be creating, but maybe creating something that's not for work. You know what I mean? Like, find hobbies, guys. Find things that allow you to recharge and reset. I'm here. This thing kind of represents, you guys have been watching me for all this time. This is something that we got from a free gift from a shopping club that we're a part of. And my wife always shakes her head when I wear this thing because, number one, I'm cold natured. Put in the comments, are you the cold nature or the hot natured person in your relationship? I am definitely the cold person. She feels like a furnace all the time. This makes me feel comfortable. As awkward as it may look to people, it's designed to be this blanket that's a shirt. I do some of my best editing in this thing. You know, this is when I know I am at home and there's nothing on the agenda. You know, I clean up the best in this thing, and this is definitely my on the couch Netflix series, you know, Hulu show, new, you know, documentary on Prime. My wife is into books. I'm into films and documentaries. So this kind of signifies to me this and a certain pair of slippers and a certain pair of plaid pajama pants lets me know, yo, ain't shit happening today. This is a day to reset. And just like vacation, just like a good night's rest, resting the creativity, resting the workhorse, resting the entrepreneur in us, resting the small business person, there is this recharge. Like you had a good night's rest, you like, man, I'm ready to tackle the world. Sometimes you are exhausted and all you needed was 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, sometimes less than that. And you like, I'm ready to go. And I know that this last week will benefit from me just making the not so easy decision to say, I'm not pushing anything this year. I'm not one of those people that's against Black Friday, not at all, because it wasn't an easy decision, but I can already feel, you know, in the afternoon of this day on Black Friday that it was a good decision for me because I've been going. And inside of doing Vlogvember and our wanting to be present for family and friends, I needed to not have anything doing because you don't just do something on Black Friday. You wind up working for the next 2 weeks, pretty much to about mid-December to fulfill the orders of Black Friday, especially if you had something like me, a physical thing that you had to put in the mail and ship out, returns, mistakes. It's not an over one day thing. So to not have that on the agenda, it's going to set me up for a great December. And in particular, I've made up my mind that I'm going to be doing my 75 hard challenge starting January 1. So that's my message for the day, guys, is allow yourself rest. You've got to do it because sometimes we put ourselves in position with family and friends around us to where we come off like Superman and Superwoman, and they think we're invincible because we keep giving them that impression. So we got to kind of let everybody know, phones off. No, I can't make it. No, I can't do it. I need time to recharge my number one engine, to reset my number one tool, to sharpen my number one axe or sword, and that's me. That's mind, body, and soul. So again, rest doesn't have to be 20 hours in the bed, but it can just be something like today where outside of this, I don't plan on doing a lot of work today. And even this, I'm doing in my damn pajamas. So if that can be a message to anyone, please comment, guys, and let me know if that's helpful. Of course, I'm going to be back and we're going to keep talking about all the different things we talk about here. But I think this is important to say on this run because I'm full from yesterday and I'm a little tired. So I still am going to be up and about, kind of looking to see what everybody did yesterday in the day, but I'm not going to put a whole lot of effort. And it's okay to give yourself that, to be the best thing you can, right? No greater quote than "you just can't pour from an empty cup." That is such a great quote. And it's true. Nothing's coming out, right? So even if I just consume art and creativity today to help me as I continue to close out the month, that is rest for me. Guys, comment below, subscribe to the channel. And I've not said this, and I'm on day 20 something, but like the video. I'm understanding with my return back to YouTube, that matters a whole lot. Not just subscribing or commenting or viewing it, but like the video if you liked it. Because that tells YouTube to show this to more people. And that's a way to, you're paying your attention and I appreciate it, but a way to help me out is to get these videos out because I really want to touch, a million lives out there on really just sharing what I've learned in my years in this business. I'm talking about my business being the beauty industry and pretty much in the content creating space. There's so many people out there that I've met, but there's so many more to meet. So leave your comments, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram as well, guys. My DM are always open. Close out the month strong if you're doing Blowvember. And like the video. And if you dislike it, you can dislike it. But just give it some engagement to let the algorithm to know if you're the kind of person that love it. They'll send it to other great people like you and we can keep building this community of the YouTube tribe. Have a great Black Friday and we'll see you tomorrow.